Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Shotgun now for Bortles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 48 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The veteran Carlos Dansby in on the stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Wentz on third down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. Fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Now they try the right side here. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Oh, now he bowls him over. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Shorty.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Flashed the nice move, but only able to get to the 10 with it. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing now is Wentz. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Wentz to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin with a run by Fournette. They find some open field here. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big run by the big man Fournette. 48 yards on the ground. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Bortles on the give to Fournette. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
372.
Bortles to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Lion. Trey 15.
On second down, here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Ajayi. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Going long here for Wallace. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
372.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Green 80. Green 80. 72.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Bortles now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Now Bortles again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Derek Barnett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Bortles. He's got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now a timeout. Seven seconds left in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Wentz going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Wentz now to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Wentz. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is Ajayi. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Martavis Bryant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, here's Bortles. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Fournette, a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
They run with Ajayi. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
82.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A strong safety, Barry Church, all over that one and knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Lion. Go. Waiting. Shift.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a handoff looking right. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. With a juke. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down.
Welcome back now here in London. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Bortles. Going right side here, that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Great. Black, come on. There, sit. 81.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 42 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Great. Run.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Wallace. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 12 yards and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 81.
Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Solid.
Now Wentz dancing to his left. He may try and run. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So that will wipe the 6 off the scoreboard.
And you talk about dampening a celebration. That's a touchdown pass that's going to be called back because of the penalty.
A handoff to Fournette. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just He's likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Eagles. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final try now for Wentz. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Jaguars, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Looking like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, with my name in your mouth. I do the Maybach on Monday, for Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
Look at you go. Okay, you ready? Look. Go. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bubbling. Look.
Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booger bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me, that on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides I can shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. Ferragamo stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead faces in an envelope. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience in a penny hoe.
Over here, empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
What's up, bro? Hey, I got that checking to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from